All right, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Obviously had a disconnect. And I know everybody's really excited to watch lawn mowing. I got too many things going on my phone. That's what the problem is. So I'll try to put out a little bit of audio here. You know, I was really busy today. I should have adjusted my bed knife before I decided to mow and do the live. And yeah, my bed knife is a little too tight right now, but it'll make it through it. Saying, you know, I haven't mowed in 3 weeks. Still getting some good growth, it looks like. But I will say one thing is it is really wet. The grass is so wet. You know, every day, so getting some growth, that's for sure. So I'm just going to go through the process of doing the blade height adjustment. Before I do it, I'm just going to do a quick rinse off on my put this over here. So let me just land that bad boy. All right. So I leave my lawnmower running because what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it off. Then I am going to dry it. I'm going to try to do it without getting everything wet. But I leave it running because so I'm trying to get all the bent grass off in between mows, so I'm not carrying it all over the bent grass and getting it in the Kentucky bluegrass. So I just give it a quick rinse. I just power washed all my lawnmowers the weekend. Turn that annoying thing off for now. Get my camera in here, or I'm sorry, my mower. So I did the putting green at, I don't know, what was it, 3.5? I think it was 3.5, 3.3. I checked it just before I went out there just to make sure where I was at and what I was doing. I've done it before where I've had it on the wrong setting and I went out and mowed the Kentucky bluegrass on the 3mm setting, and the Kentucky bluegrass does not like that. And it's not that it doesn't like it, it's just that it's not set for that. I have parts of my putting green that are Kentucky bluegrass that I cut at the 3mm because I did a very terrible job in this fall of redoing. Is this the wrong size? No? There it goes. So this is just gonna be a really quick little blade height adjustment. Gotta loosen a few things. And we'll be back on our way mowing. So I have a sandbag that holds down the handle so I can prop up the front end here so I can get my measuring tool underneath. Here, I'll move this camera in a little bit. See if that works. And just gotta loosen these. So these knobs here are what adjust up and down. So I got to go clockwise to raise it, and because I'm going from, what am I going to go to, 9? Going from 3 to 9, 6mm, I'm just going to do it together, and then I will grab my see if you can see that there. Oops, I thought I turned it on. I guess I didn't. And zero it out. Oh, I went to 10. Wow. So let me go down with it. It's a long ways to go down. It's going to take a couple of adjustments to do that. Wow, that's almost 9 on the money. I'm going to show you that one. Let's see if I can get the camera on here. So that says 9.14. So we're at 9.07. Ugh. So what I've found is ever since I put this new roller on, it's a lot touchier. Just have a lot more problem getting both sides even. All right, I'm going to call that good right there. We're at 9.1 and 9.06. So that is close enough for me. I'm going to tighten this up first. That just kind of holds everything in place. Do another check. Let's see. .19, 9.2. That's good enough for me. Sorry. All right. Yeah, so I don't know what it is about this new roller, but ever since I put this new roller on, it's a lot more sensitive to adjustment. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. So give me 1 second here. So this is how the putting green turned out. Looks a lot nicer than it did, that's for sure. I'm going to try not to disconnect this time. Okay, that's good. So I also have some ethofumizate results you're probably going to see in the mow here. I had mentioned I had been using ethofumizate to get rid of some POA in my yard because I got some spots, and it looks like my second application is working. So there are some brown spots, some brown patches in the yard. I got to make sure I don't take out the Christmas lights. Let's see how this works. spot of ethyl fumazate at work. am not going to clean the mower off because I've got to do the backyard. Because the backyard needs to be done today. Let's see if I get this camera off. So the big point in this video, aside from mowing, which wasn't a really big point, it was just something to do. I just wanted to show you, I gotta get my camera. I'm going to land my drone real quick. Here it comes. So before my battery runs out here, so this is kind of some area that I was working on getting some POA. Look, I got a weed right there. Oh my God, a weed. And then this is another POA area right here that's kind of going right here and right there. And then my putting green got a little weed going right there. So that's definitely the end of the world. And then clean the cup up. So that's the putting green. Lawn turned out pretty good. I mean, it's 2:30 and it's already just getting dark out. I mean, the sun's behind the trees, it's in the shade. I'm only really mowing just to kind of get it looking good, back into shape a little bit. That new smooth roller is laying down some pretty good stripes. Again, mowed at 9 millimeters, about 3/8 of an inch. So that's my live this week. Oh, just needed to get some mowing done. So I decided to do that today. Start talking about some of the topics I want to kind of put down in video format and work on. I mean, I know it's the winter and I know a lot of people don't even care about lawn stuff. But you know, it's never too soon to start thinking about next season or too late to start thinking about next season. You know, there's so many things you can think about doing. You know, right now I'm starting to steer more and more into I'm tearing out my putting green and redoing it in the spring. I mean, it's looking terrible right now. It's looking the worst it's ever looked because of that reseed I did in September, it just didn't take well. It got too wet, too cold, too quick, and it just didn't fill in as good as I wanted it to. So I want to make some adjustments. I think now that I kind of got the hang of it, I got my greenskeeper mower going pretty good. You know, it's cutting really good. I'm getting ready to take it over to Ace in Tacoma. They can sharpen the blade for me. So I just put that new blade on and bed knife. The new bed knife on, and I did a backlapping to it already. I want to take it over there and get it sharpened. So I'm going to do that. I probably won't mow again till January because it's going to rain for the next, it's probably going to rain for the next 2 months. Who knows? As long as it doesn't snow, it's fine. Excuse me. So I think it's going to take them, I don't know how long the wait list is right now, but you basically got to go over there, drop it off, and get it in line to get sharpened. So mowed this weekend. I'll probably go drop it off next weekend and let that go. And again, talking about soil testing, really important topics. If you're doing it wrong, you're just wasting your money, and you're probably putting more money into your nutrient program than you need to. I want to clear all that up. I want to put some really good thoughts down in video format for you so you can kind of get a better grasp on what I'm talking about. Talking live, talking off the top of my head is not really good for a 58-year-old man because my memory is not what it used to be. And I've read so much information and so much stuff. Terminology and phrasing and all that stuff is key. And I want to get that out right for you to understand better how and why you're a victim of all these lawn care channels and what they're telling you to do. I just want you to have a better understanding of what the real necessities are for a great green lawn. I'm in my second season of a total nitrogen program. It's all I'm doing is nitrogen. It's all you need to do. And I only show the lawn and my progress through the year to show you how it progresses on a nitrogen program, why all these other nutrients people are telling you to use are just an absolute waste of money. And I don't care if it's the golf course superintendent telling you this. I don't care if it's even a doctor in soil that's telling you to put the things you don't need to put in your soil. If they're wrong, they're wrong. If they're giving you bad information, they're giving you bad information. And I'm just trying to put out the straight info. I don't care who says all their, research and evidence is based on science, because I hear a lot of these guys that say that are giving out this information that's just nothing but BS. So it's really hard to know who to listen to and who not to listen to anymore. This whole lawn care, YouTube channel stuff is so out of control with so much bad information. You're spending way too much money. If you want to do these things, you are more than welcome to do them. If you feel you need these products to make your yard look good, hey, go do it. Spend your money the way you need to spend it. I'm not trying to tell you how to take care of your program. I'm just trying to tell you what is really the evidence-based research for how to take care of your grass and how to have a nice lawn and how to make it look good, how to prevent weeds and POA and all that stuff. I mean, you realize if your soil is over-fertilized, you're gonna have more weeds. You're gonna get way more POA. That's just the facts. It's a research fact. So, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little bit something out of this, or you got something out of this. Like I say, my next video I'm gonna put together for you is gonna have a lot more information, better put together for you.